Contemporary composites. First, we will take the contemporary composite 8 on justice for Windrush to be moved by Lewisham Deptford CLP. And could West Ham CLP be ready to second?
Sophia Mangera, first-time delegate and speaker. Lewisham and Deptford CLP, one of the most ethnically diverse constituencies in the UK. We are standing here today with our Windrush generations and all affected by the Tories' racist, hostile environment policy. As a South African anti-apartheid activist and a lifelong anti-racist campaigner, I know the struggle is urgent. We don't know how many thousands of Windrush and other Commonwealth citizens who were invited here to rebuild this country are victims of this racist policy, immigration policy. Many have lost their jobs, their homes, their pensions, and access to NHS services and other services. Some were deported. Sajid Javid has broken his promise. He announced a few days ago that those entitled to citizenships will be deported if a crime is committed. This is modern-day transportation, and we must not accept it. Thank you. Some victims have died as a result of this hostile environment. Today, we remember Dexter Bristol and, most recently, our sister Sarah O'Connor, a Windrush victim and a campaigner. Both died before they got justice. This hostile environment must be abolished, and the time is now. May and Javid want to create a pound shop compensation for victims. This further undermines our value and our contributions to British society. Victims must be fully compensated, including for pain and suffering. Hardship payments must be given immediately. We say end to detention, end all deportations, end policies of destitution. We call on the next Labour government to scrap all racist immigration laws, such as the 2014 Immigration Act, as our Shadow Home Secretary, Diane Abbott, has pledged. Women have led protests in detention to expose ill treatment, appalling conditions and racist sexual harassment, forced on hunger strike. There have been 7 in the last 10 years, and it's not good enough. We must stop and all detention. That's why we are calling for an end to all immigration detention centres. This hostile environment dehumanises us all. Those affected are our friends, our neighbours, our loved ones, our communities. Our contribution as black and migrant people goes back centuries, from slavery up until today. We believe that we have a right to stay, a right to dignity, and a right to justice now, not tomorrow. Let's do this for our sister Sarah and Dexter and all those deprived of their rights. Let's stand up together with our leader, Jeremy Corbyn, against all forms of racism, including Islamophobia and anti-Semitism. Labour is the anti-racist party, and don't let anyone say anything else. call on the Chair to call as many BME delegates to speak to this motion. They're lining up out there, and they want to speak and have their voices heard. And please do make this your mission. Thank you, conference. Thank you, conference. I move this motion. Please support it. Solidarity forever with Windrush.
United we stand in our
Tina Jess, West Ham CLP. We second this motion calling on a Labour government to end the hostile environment and close down all detention centres.